Hi guys, and welcome to XCOM, the XG Files. This is the second episode I'm doing. If you've been paying attention, you've seen you've made your little Arthur told me, so your squad, and I ran through a basic mission. We collected some mail, some alien abduction sites. Now, I was kind of not sure what to do for the next one, and I plumped for the XCOM base defense mission, only because this is one of the new missions from XCOM Enemy Within. And if you're an old school XCOM player like me, it really is a love letter to the fans, because in the original XCOM, the aliens would attack your base. So as you'll see straight away from the start of this mission, it's called Ashes and Temples, and basically it says defend your base by all means necessary. If all soldiers in the combat area are killed, XCOM HQ will fall. So basically meaning game over. So this is one of the few times where you play, no matter how well you're doing in the game, you get this mission wrong and that's it, it's finished. So again, I'm playing this on standard. You'll see it's quite a tough mission. It's quite a long one, so stick with it. Some interesting stuff happens. But yeah, that's it basically. Unlike other XCOM missions, you don't get a chance to pick your squad. I'm fairly certain it probably randomises who you start with, but you also see some other unique things in here. So without further ado, let's crack on with the mission. Okay, so the first thing we're going to see when it loads up, here we go, is this really cool sort of intro into the XCOM base. So 9 times out of 10 you only see this sort of from the side view and the ant farm view, but now you actually get to look around the base, which is actually really cool. So there you go, there's the world map where you plot stuff out, and we can see some of our troops in here. Yeah, so we're in trouble. Basically, shit's going down. These aliens have got in. And the one thing about this mission is it is relentless. You know, this plays like how an onslaught would be. If you're invading a base, this is exactly how it would go down. You know, this isn't just like 1 or 2 sectoids just bopping about. This starts hard and just gets harder. So yeah, so let's have a look, see, and we'll see where we go. We have to hold the line. Yeah, no worries, we got this, no problem. Right, so basically we start, and immediately I'm looking around. Bearing in mind I'm playing this, I'm going over this sort of from memory as well, so I did this sort of live and I'm now talking over it. So again, this is all new territory for me. I've never done a mission like this before. So again, one of the first things that you'll notice, I put my mech on Overwatch and I immediately send one of my troops to the high ground. And that's the one thing I said in the last one, verticality is key, you know, especially if you're playing with the some of the second wave features, where if you're flanking enemy you get more damage. I also start to notice here there's these other guys and girls sort of dotted about the map, and these are your XCOM personnel. Now these are just standard troops. They've got machine guns. No matter what your rank your soldier on, all they've got is basically whatever they grab, so it's machine guns. There's also an achievement for, I think it's killing 4 aliens, we'll see in a minute, with base personnel. But yeah, these guys aren't up to much, although they do have grenades. So here we go. I'm kind of like just waiting to see what comes up. So straight away a sector drops in, immediately flanked, and bam, we come in with a mechtoid. Now unfortunately, where everyone was on Overwatch, that was great, but that mechtoid took about 18 damage and it's only got 3 health. So that's one of the drawbacks of putting every single person on Overwatch, is the AI in XCOM Enemy Within is very clever, and you'll very rarely will you see it lead with a key unit. So here we go. That is what you would call, by sort of strategic terms, an absolute shitstorm. We have got 2 mechtoids, we have got a brute, we've got a muton, we have just got, there is stuff everywhere. It's going on. So straight away, let's get Neil TikTok Gorton in there straight away and give this guy some pain. So 12 damage. The kinetic power fist is a huge damage dealer. Get that in there whenever you can, plus it saves you ammo, so if you can use it, it's almost always a guaranteed kill. So definitely use that, and it saves ammo. Right, so there we go, there's Connor's B, very rarely missing a second shot, but he's flanked, so generally that gave him more damage than the first shot. Boom, first mechtoid's down. As you saw in my last video, mechtoids are a big problem. You have to get rid of these, and I'm really worried here, because obviously this second mechtoid, not only is it the second one and some of my power units are out, I don't have my full squad, I'm running on rookies, and B, it's bloody above me, so it's flanking my troops. So this guy is going to cause me a lot of damage. So immediately I'm looking at, what do I do with that rookie? Why have I done that? Well, I'll tell you why I've done that. That rookie is going to do no damage to this mechtoid at all, so I use a grenade to finish off the muton. armed with a heavy plasma rifle, or sorry, a plasma rifle, which would have done far more damage if I left him in the game. So let's get him out. Let's thin the numbers down. I'm still at this moment in time trying to work out what the fuck I'm supposed to do with this mechtoid at the top here, and I just don't know. I'm thinking about I run this guy out. He's going to be, you can see here by the red shields, he's going to be directly in view of someone. He's going to die. And sometimes in XCOM, it's not always about moving to take the shot. Sometimes you're going to have to say, you know what, this turn, it's a placement turn. I've got to think ahead and move into the second round. And again, you know, this little dude here, look, no armor, no nothing. We'll hide behind these boxes, and you'll see here just how ineffectual standard weapons are against the mechtoid. Here we go. Boom, grenade, yeah, no problem. 3 damage. 3 damage. So that ain't great. So I have Bradley, my heavy, and I'm conscious, knowing what's about. I need to get my heavy into the fight, and again, I can't see a position where I can move him to fight. So I'm looking at, let's get him upstairs. Let's get the drop on the enemy. We're going to have to take some rounds this turn, and let's just hope that you know, the dice roll kindly for us, because otherwise we're dead. Now, see, here we go. One of my squaddies here, Emma Koenig. She can move and fire. So, bam. We'll give one of them a shot. And again, can I get a grenade up there? Can I do as much damage to this mechtoid as I can? And you'll notice this in games of XCOM. There are units such as the mechtoid, or the sectopod in particular, who you just want to get out of the game as fast as you can. Another one of those enemies obviously is the ethereal, but we haven't met them yet so far in the game. So here we go. Computer goes, and you see here the damage. This is why these guys need to be out of the game. If you get a chance to take them out, because they are deadly. 7 damage to one of my troops in the first turn. Also, now I'm aware that there's the chrysalids are running around, 2 of those little bastards. And yeah, these guys can definitely mix it up a bit. But this close combat specialist is such a great little attribute for the assault class. So that he's taking damage, and you know, it's great. And then yeah, flanked onto TikTok, 7 damage, but reactive shot, so 10 damage back at him. So now I'm thinking to myself, it's not bad actually. That round could have gone a lot worse, considering what dropped in at the end of this turn. Things could have been a lot worse. But he gets a second turn because he hasn't moved. So now straight away, Neil's taken 15 damage in 1 turn. But again, here we go. Second turn for me. Now, bear in mind, I'm actually conscious of the fact that there is an achievement in hand here. So you will find the best way of getting in this level is to weaken the enemy with your actual troops, and then use your rookies. Boom. Take down the enemy. That preserves your key personnel's ammo, and means they're not going to be wasted. Also means you get an achievement. So don't forget, although their damage is rubbish, it saves you using something like a plasma shot or a laser shot on an enemy with 2 health, because you know these guys over here, your rookies, can actually take them out. So you know, as much as they're a pain, they are actually pretty cool to have. So Bradley misses the first shot, but second shot, bam, chrysalids out of the way. Now again, the chrysalids are kind of like they're like a folklore amongst XCOM players. They are genuinely fucking terrifying, alright? So they get hold of your men, they do a lot of damage, they get hold of a rookie, and that rookie's dead 1 shot. And worst case, could actually turn into a zombie and then hatch, if not killed, into another chrysalid. They are a nasty piece of work. So again, moving around here, not an awful lot I can do. 65% on the chrysalid, or 52% on the muton. So I'm having to think about what I'm going to do. So I haven't got the muton, but you know, these are rookies. You know, that was always a hiding to nothing. Now Neil, you can see straight away, look, that's 1 turn. He's over half damage gone. So I'm just conscious that there's a muton here and that chrysalis in cover. So what can I do to A, eliminate this threat, and B, open up some cover for the rest of my team? Well, there's that rather sexual power fist, and the animation here is so cool. So just check this out. So it's boom, see you later, dude. It's moments like that. 12 damage, that mutant's history. Also the walls opened up, so we're good. And I'm now down to my assault. Now I know one of my abilities of my assault is the beautiful run and gun. Now I can see it there. I'm just looking around, what can I do? So here we go. So run and gun. and with a chrysalid I do not want to miss. So normally you might be thinking, wow, that's quite risky being quite close, but I'm flanking this enemy, 100% chance to hit, and I've got double tap. There's no way this was never a risk. This was a nice easy shot. Also means one of my troops that's wounded is now into cover. So always think about there's always more than one option here. Neil's also got the servos, which repair 2 health per turn, which, as you'll see later on, literally saves his life in this round. So there we go. That was 3 turns, and look at the devastation wrought upon our command centre. And this is literally room 1 of the base defence. So now it's time to take stock, look at who's about. I'm quite happy with the guys at the back there. They're in a nice little position. I'm very worried about this archway, as you can see it here. That's obviously where the enemies are coming from. So I'm going to move Bridget back and reload. Now remember what I was talking to you before about making sure when you get a quiet moment, don't forget to reload your troops. Again, this guy, Claudia, I've just got to move her away because she's no cover that end. I've blown most of it up, so it's literally just run, put your tail between your legs. So there's no shame in that in XCOM. Get the hell out, you know. It's dangerous out there, so you don't want to be hanging about. And you'll see in a moment. This is sadly for me, this is not a mission with 0 casualties.
Overwatch confirmed.
So yep, here we go. We're all kind of in position.
On Overwatch.
We're picking up airborne hostiles,
Yeah,
moving on the
airborne hostiles.
Commander. I'm not sure the alien ground forces
Now
can
check
reach
this
that
out.
area. They may be limited to aerial units.
So here we go. So now a second wave comes in. So we've now got cyber discs. Brilliant. So that's 1. I count 1 there. That'll be 2. Now it just passes into view here of TikTok. He does 8 damage. So again, you know, let's get some damage in this room. It's 8 damage. So we know there's 2 in there. With drones on their own, they're more of a harassment. They could be dangerous to you rookies. No armor and such. But their key irritant is they repair any sort of cybernetic organism. They're the 3rd cyber disc. So there's now stuff going on in the back room here. There's a lot of firepower in that back room. Some floaters come in. I think they're heavy floaters actually. I'm not sure. So yeah, great. So we've now got 3 cyber discs after a turn like that. The first turn, we now have 3 cyber discs. 2, I think was it 2 drones and heavy floater. Now Neil, what he's got on his back is this really cool launcher, which means he's got a grenade that fires for miles. Now I believe, there we go, boom, 4 more damage to whoever's in that room. I think it was the cyber disc and not the drone. So again, this is literally hold the line. Everyone is by the line. Everyone knows what's going on. Stand still. And I think, yeah, here we go. See, I'm conscious of like, what do I do here? Because, yeah, and when you're not sure, get an Overwatch. This brilliant. I can run this guy all the way back. Claudia is now safe.
Moving out.
She's out of harm's way for now. She's at the back there. We're still good cover. That's probably a good position to be in. Brad's there. Now he's got a rocket, so I look at, can I get a rocket into this room? And if I can, then I'm going to do it. Now I don't know if I get enough. No. I'm going to see here. You notice obviously the really cool thing about XCOM is it does. Even if I was like on big fat thumbs, I pressed the wrong button there. It does come up if you do realise this is going to hurt one of your troops. So I just decided against it, and I think I just move around the corner and have an Overwatch. So there's not an awful lot I can do here. I'm literally just waiting for the pain to come, and I know that it's you know it's coming.
I'm watching.
So here we go, another 2 health repairs. That's 4 health repaired out of 15 we lost. So we're now, you know, obviously 11 down. Yeah, understatement of the year. He doesn't think he's alone out there. So we see one of the cyber is moving around there, and I think the computer's just trying to work out exactly how it's going to approach this room. See, and again, this is just another indicator of just how smart this AI is. You look what it does. It's got cybers in that room. It can do a lot of damage. It knows I'm waiting for it. So what it does is it sends out a little drone, and literally my entire team fire that drone, leaving them clear of Overwatch. Meaning, in drops the floater. But unfortunately for them, it's the next turn, so it's my turn, and it is a heavy floater. You can tell by the hit points. Missed, brilliant. Second shot, 6 damage. So there we go. Now I'm conscious. See, now I want to attack this heavy floater, but I'm also very, very conscious that there are 2 cyberdiscs in there, and Neil's sort of cannon is doing a lot of damage, 8 damage to them. So I don't really want to risk it. So again, 25% chance to hit on the first shot there. It's not even worth firing at it. It's a rookie, never going to hit. So we have Connorsby, the lion, my bearded talisman. So he's going to drop down now, and we're going to get into the fight, because the thing is, what I've realised at this stage is I just don't have enough of my top troops nearby, so I need to move them in. So again, straight down, 5% damage. That is now on 1% health. So I'm there in my head, I'm thinking, can I get one of these rookies close to it? Because if I can, they can finish it off, and it saves on my top troops ammo. And I'm a little stage closer to getting an achievement, because that's, you know, that's what achievements are there for. They're there to be achieved. So I moved this. Now this is a really poor call for me, because this is me being a bad general here, a bad commander. I have literally decided that you know, that sacrifice is worthwhile doing if I get an achievement, and I miss, leaving them horrifically exposed, no armor, blah blah blah. So here's Bradley. Now he's got the ability where his first shot doesn't end his turn, so he gets 2 shots at 47%. So I'm figuring, you know, one of them is a good chance I'm going to hit him. So bang, floaters out of the way. So we're done. So that's cool. But this is a bad turn when you consider how much ammo has been expended, and what I've actually done is killed 1 floater, and that's it. That's all I've done this turn. So it's not a great turn. In terms of your resource, that was a really poor show by me, and the real threats are still about, as we're about to see. So here we go. He's coming in again, moving the drone, takes all the time. Great, we hit him for 10 damage and out bops the cyber disc. And again, that just shows you how smart this AI is. Yeah, it's used to you. It knows how you play. 7 more damage to nil. I mean, great that he's got reactive sensors, but I mean, that's 7 damage I've cost myself there for just being a ball commander. That's 10 damage to the cyber disc. So it's you know, it's a good trade, but bear in mind this is early game. This is room number 1. Yeah, so this is not great shape for me. So here we go. It's my turn. 80% chance to hit. Neil does an awful lot of damage, 10 damage. I'm thinking this could work. Now I don't really start using Electric Pulse till later on in the game. This is actually a fantastic little device if you've got it on your mechs. I mean absolutely amazing. It's like an area effect thing that just pulses out and batters anything around you. It's also great late game, which I use to maximum effects against sectopods. You run your mechs into your sectopods. If you've got 2 in your squad, you run them in. You fire off your EMP, it damages them and it stuns them, and your troops can just keep peppering the big targets. So don't be like me and just ignore that. It's a great little device. However, it does affect your own troops. So there we go. Rookies just missing left, right, and centre here. Again, this is not going too well. I'm also conscious there are more cyberdiscs about. Now I can see the alien ship. So again, I'm a bit panicky now because Neil's a great soldier. I don't want to lose him. Remember what I said, your assets are your soldiers. So I use a rookie, move them up, and bam! Actually very lucky. And there you go, the achievement, all hands on deck. So 20G, and that's killing so many, I think it's 3 or 4 aliens with your base personnel. So again, weaken them with your troops, use your base personnel to finish them off. Now that's all well and good, we've killed quite a few aliens, but we are to quite aliens, we're in strung out shape here. There are people that are wounded, we are separated, we are low on ammo, we're out of cover. And again, this is, as much as I'm excited to be playing this mission, this isn't my greatest hour as a commander. Admittedly, this game does sort of drop you in it. You know, you don't have your full squad, you're not prepped. So here we go. Room 1 is kind of done, but there we go. Here comes that other cyber disc is still about. Bops into the room. Luckily this time, oh no, we miss. There we go. Luckily this time we miss. Fantastic. So yeah, that's XCOM, baby. You're never guaranteed to hit. So Cyberdisc is free. Straight down at one of our rookies that I've moved out into cover. 9 damage. Bam. Quick. Use a medikit to stabilise. Now she's not dead. You can save her, but I never roll with medikits because I'm that kind of guy. So straight away now, this is the room behind us. Yeah, we now have another mechtoid, a sectoid who we know can mind meld and give that mectoid shields. Another one, a chrysalid. We've still got a cyber disc in this room, and we're a rookie down. I'll be honest with you, this mission is so intense. It's a fantastic mission to play. It's the one thing that XCOM Enemy Within does, maybe a little bit more so than sort of XCOM Enemy Unknown, is it gives you these missions that really sort of, they're a roller coaster mission. It's not, they force you to play a certain way, which is great. You know, it takes you out of your comfort zone. There are missions where you're against the clock. There are missions where you've got to be ultra aggressive. There's missions like this where you've literally just got to adapt to every single turn. And that's, you know, I don't want to ruin them because I'll probably do videos on all of them anyways. There's one involving crystals, which is just probably one of the best missions I've ever played in XCOM. So again, I know these enemies are out behind me, so trying to adjust my troops to fix this. What do I do? I know there's a mectoid. I know that, bearing in mind, don't always panic. Those mectoids in that chrysalid, they're behind us, so they've got to move to get into firing range, which means you've still got time. If they move into that room, they're going to be out of action points, so they won't be able to shoot. The chrysalid will be able to run into the room, but it probably won't be able to attack anyone within range. So the trick here again is to not panic, take your time, and just see what happens. So here we go, straight away the mectoid comes in, and boom, we killed that door. I mean, if that door was, if no one liked that door anyway, so we just took it out. You know, whilst we're fighting, we use it to take out any furniture that we didn't like, or probably didn't go, you know, wasn't Art Deco enough for us. So nil straight in, bam, 9. That's a huge shot, considering this is the start of the turn here. But again, rookie goes in, misses. Don't rely on your rookies to make key shots here. 2 damage. It's brilliant. I mean, one thing you look at, I like about this, about XCOM, when you're looking at these games getting played, is just how cool the animations are of all the units. How that mectoid is just sprinting into the room, how the crystals crawl around. It's just so much stuff in here that to admire when your troops are taking shots. So again, here we go. That crystal, as I said to you, it's not going to be able to attack anybody, and all it can do is get close, which is what it's got to do. Close combat specialist steps up, bam, crystal's dead. Coding is beeping out now. It's just quite horrific to watch to bleed out in front of us. So again, let's take care of this guy. 8 damage, so he's dead. This guy's going down this turn. And again, bearing in mind, I cannot allow Neil to take any more damage. I know I've got to get rid of him. And what I did there is, I believe I reloaded Neil because he was low on ammo. And that's the thing. In this sort of defense game, there's an awful lot of shooting going on, so your ammo is a real key factor here. You have to pay attention to your ammo, because it runs out pretty quick. So again, here I'm like, look, let's just be sure. I'm conscious that sectoid has moved up in order to support the mectoid, so let's just not let that happen. So a grenade, done. This now frees up some of my better troops to. There's only 1 damage on this mectoid, so yeah, I'm not worried now. That was actually a really good turn for us. So give it to the rookie, 8% chance to kill. Boom. Avenges her friend. Well, not that they're dead, but you know, black hat on and all that. I think we all know that Coing isn't going to make it. So there we go. Overwatch now. Again, I'm just assessing what's going on. So I can move Connorsby up.
Heading to that location. On Overwatch.
I can start to stabilise. Now the thing about this mission is this first room is the room that sort of sets the tone, because you'll notice I've now got sort of key personnel that are wounded, and they will affect me for the rest of the match. Now you see, sneaky bastard, I'd forgotten about him. Remember we counted 3 of them, we took 2 down. He's waiting, so I've repositioned my troops, and then out rolls this poxy cyber disc. So again, it's taken some damage, but it's now my backs are literally to this guy here, look, and I'm just like, shit. And yet again, lays him with 8 damage on Neil. Now this is just, you know, the worst sort of scenario. Now I'm so lucky I reloaded, because obviously his reaction shot counts, so 9 damage. But this room, this opening room, how well you survive it, how well you get on with it, will affect the rest of the game. And it's a real clever thing. I mean, look at that, Neil. He started off with nearly on 20 hit points, was it? Down to 5. So whereas my, you know, He's a tier 3 mech at this stage as well, paladin mech. He's got all the gadgets on, so he is literally like, he's our tank. He's the guy that, you know, he's the point person. And now my point person is pretty much a wreck, you know, because the maximum you can regenerate is 6, I believe, 6 hit points. We know he's done 4, so I'm assuming he's done all 6 by now. So this isn't great. So I'm now worried about, here's an investment of not only meld, not only experience, not only money, but I can't lose this guy. But also I know if I lose this mission, it's game over. The whole game's done. So it's spent. And I have Twitch here who's damaged. I have some rookies that are full health, but in fairness, they're not my concern at the moment. It's great they're up there, but they do little damage. They're okay as scouts, but as you'll see later on, they don't have the best temperament in the world, so they are prone to panic. And low on ammo here, so again, reload, make sure we're good. So there's Brad, my albino, going full heavy. He's an average mission so far. And this is your moment now to try and reshape your squad. Get them in line. Do you remember I told you in the if you watched my previous video? Just take some time. We're not on a timer here, so there's no you must be done in 6 turns. Just give yourself a moment to start getting your troops in line, and you know who's doing what.
We're not picking up any additional contacts near the command center.
So there we go. That's Central telling us that the area is clear. This room is done. You'll notice there, I don't know if you just saw it in the top right hand side of the screen, there's a little indicator, and sometimes if the aliens move or do something noisy, so they kick open a door or smash through a window, your troops get an indicator to tell you whereabouts roughly they came from. So again, you'll see here that I'm generally like, I don't know what to do with TikTok, because I can't know. Usually, as you saw in my previous video, he's the guy at the front. He's the guy that goes plowing forward, finds the bad guys, takes a couple of hits, and everyone else takes them out. Well, he has taken such a pounding at this stage that I'm terrified to lose him now. So this is now going back to a bit of old school XCOM. So again, you'll see now a different style of play, and you'll notice that it's so not how I normally play XCOM now, because I'm conscious that my troops are strung out, we're wounded, key personnel in danger of dying. So it changes. So even though that first room I've survived, we've lost a rookie, which isn't great, but it isn't the worst thing in the world that could happen. I'm still on the back foot here, because I know that this room is, based on that room, I know this room's a ticking time bomb. So up goes Brad. Nothing. Not a thing. Right now I know there's shit in this room. Right, it's like scary movie time. It's like, okay, just gonna go down there, and I know that there's something horrible down there with fangs and teeth and shit that's gonna, there we go, that's gonna tear us apart. So straight away we see a sectoid. Now what I would do normally is I would throw a grenade down there, but this guy has already used a grenade.
We've got something moving in
Something moving in the vents. Awesome. What we got? 4 damage on that rookie straight away. So what's dropping in to see us? Oh, not so bad. That's alright. We can handle sectoids all day long. Yeah, that's fine. 3 sectoids on that map. Not worried. Yeah, 4 sectoids. Oh, something's going off over there. Reaction shot. Someone's died. And there's a mechtoid. Now you see, this is, the computer does not dick about it. 2 mechtoids. Now, I'm not going to lie, at this point, and a commander. Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? At this point, my sphincter is like a 5p piece, because I'm thinking, I'm in deep shit here. All my cool guys are in danger of dying. There's 2 mechtoids in here. There's a commander that can mind control people. I'm conscious I've got rookies. But what I still have got is grenades. And do you know what? In this room, one of the most dangerous enemies in this room is the commander. I know the mechtoids do a lot of damage, but I'll tell you why the commander's dangerous. That commander, if he mind controls one of your guys, not only is that guy or girl out of your squad, they could then potentially shoot another one of your team, or your team can panic and shoot one of those guys. They're a real pain, and 9 times out of 10 they will pick a key target. And we have a brute, and we have a berserker. Well, that's awesome, isn't it? So there we go. Right, so what have we got here? We've got 63% chance in the commander, so that we have to take the shot. So critical, that's fantastic. Again, playing on the height, verticality, double shot. That is one of the game-changing moments in this round. Trust me, that's it. So again, step change here, and this is what I love about XCOM. That's it now. Shit's going to have to just go on. Everyone's got to go forward. Everyone's got to take this moment, and they're going to have to step up and start taking shots. And lo and behold, we're out of ammo. And straight away we heard I'm low on reserve, so this guy is also low on ammo. So we got 90% chance to hit. Boom, sectoid down. So that's okay. I'm not too worried about that berserker. It's quite a distance to travel before we can get anywhere near our guys. So again, not worried. Brad, rocket launcher. Yeah, let's start. It's time to stop dicking about here. It's time to start making some damage. So Brad, straight in. 9 damage. Good hit. Now, also the other mechtoid's about, but it's not in the play at the moment, so it's going to have to move to fire. 61% chance to hit. We get some payback here? No. You know, at this point I was actually screaming, "You deserve to die." But that's how XCOM works. You know, you can't be odds it. You can't win everyone. And again, you see, normally, situation like that, my mech could go ploughing in to take people out, but I just can't. I can't do it at this stage. Now, I chose to, if I played this map again, and I will do soon, I play through again on Classic, I probably wouldn't have chosen to do that, because what you got to remember with a berserker, every time you shoot them, they get angry and they move forward. So I've actually just given that berserker a free move, so he's now a little bit closer than what he would have been. However, now Neil sees him and misses, probably due to the fact that, you know, most of his armor's falling off, because Neil he's a battered mech at the moment.
Target still in play.
Here we go. Right, so now we've got trouble. This mechtoid is now on the move and closing distance, and I'm sure the computer is aware of my mech's current shit state. If I'm honest, my mech is currently battered Volvo. I would say right now. It's a bit like the Falcon. It's working, but no one really understands how Neil is still operating. However, what I am conscious of now is down them stairs. We can't get their line of sight, so we can't actually see them. There are some key targets, and you can see like by the little fuzzy air thing that's appearing. My soldiers are picking them up. So there we go. There's everyone. So double tap, 100% chance to hit. Let's take this guy. Let's take this guy's. There we go. That was actually very, very lucky that I took that mechtoid out. So there we go. There's berserker down there. We've still got this bloody sectoid over here that just won't die. It's a third or full shot, but at long last, one of the other rookies takes out with literally the last round in the chamber, takes down the sectoid. So we're okay now. Things are stabilising. I'm still conscious there's another mechtoid up there. So again, I can't see anything. I've got no grenades. Overwatch is what it have to be. Brad's in the same position. Now I've noticed here, look, I can get him down. So let's get him into the fight, because I can't sit up there. The aliens aren't stupid, as we've proved in the last room. They know exactly how to flank us, how to wait until we're, you know, in danger. 57% chance to hit. It's quite a big old target, so I'd go for it. Does 6 damage, runs towards me, and we should have. There we go. See, now this is a problem now, because I've got a soldier here who's low on health. That guy hits her. Bridget's probably dead. I'm not gonna lie. She's probably dead if that berserker gets to her. So I'm thinking, what have I got? I can't risk bringing Neil out. I'll fire a grenade launcher. What damage can we do here? Does 4 damage, but it will bring him up the stairs, and hopefully, there we go, activate some Overwatch, which is fantastic. This is probably the worst shot in the game. Not gonna lie, that's 4 shots, literally the worst shot. But this is what I was after: close combat specialist. Bam. And that, again, that's where I say don't think about using an enemy's ability to its detriment. So I know that berserker moves every time it gets shot towards the guy or girl that shot it. So if you can draw them in towards someone with a close combat specialist, you get free shot, and it can be a lifesaver. And it was certainly a lifesaver for Bridget. Now, mechtoid. He's moved to the right here, which is kind of helpful because that's where my best troops are. Again, Neil just sort of goes in Overwatch because I'm terrified. The Lion, we move up, put him in Overwatch. Here we have Bridget, Overwatch. Rookie needs to reload, so I think that's probably all that's going to happen here. They're not really frontline troops, they are literally just scouts. So that's about the best they can do. So that's a bad move, right? That right there is a really bad move. And I think I get away with this. I think I'm lucky, because if you notice that mechtoid's gone to the right. If it comes down my right flank, is going to have a direct shot at that rookie on its right, which would be a unguarded shot. Now I know the Mechtoid's over here, and the one thing about XCOM is that if you know the bad guy's there and you've got something that goes boom, just put it in that room. Just put it in that room, all right? Because there'll be no cover. 9 damage. 9 damage. So that, as what I said, you don't. I know, you know, some of the base personnel will be looking and thinking, you know, there's a fair old redecoration charge here. However, it's worth it. Well worth it. And again, we haven't even finished this room, and we're still getting shit drop in. It is constant. And I was literally sitting here thinking, I just don't know what else is going to come of it. So straight in, we get a muton. Then we get another sectoid. And I'm conscious that Mechtoid isn't dead. Then we get another Mechtoid. So what's that, 4? 5 Mechtoids already? Another Berserker.
Commander, we've almost got the auxiliary
So
banks charged, and they should be able to get
here we
one
go.
of the
So we're gonna get
interior
some support.
I'll send as many
He's sending us some
reinforcements
reinforcements.
through as I can.
What's he gonna send
The
us?
charge dissipates and the door locks down again.
So it's not this turn. We're not getting any help this turn. But I'm literally panicking now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, all of my XCOM, and bear in mind this is on normal, right? On classic, I'm gonna guess most of my squad would be dead by now. Now I'm generally sitting here thinking I don't know what to do. So I've run the rookie up, and you can see the yellow shields appeared. It's just a real stupid move. That rookie is on 1 health. I believe I'd run it out of spite purely because that rookie was just couldn't hit shit for shit. But again, with Brad's upgrade, he has an extra rocket, does 6 damage, and it's shredded, which basically a shredded target means that anyone else that then shoots it, it does more damage to it. So again, think about rockets you're using, how you're going to use it. If you're going to be laying down a lot of fire into a big target, a shredder rocket is quite a good thing to do, because everyone gets increased damage on the target. So we run and gun here, and again, you know, I'm a bit of a sucker. I do tend to try very, very hard to keep people alive, and that's the thing what XCOM does is you get to know your troops and you start to like them and love them, and when you lose them, it's a real kick in the nuts. So yeah, I try really, really hard to keep everyone alive. So you notice I've put the run and gun thing on, and I've just gone away because I just don't know where to put Sam, and I'm like, I just don't know what to do. And again, I'm stuck here thinking, here's a key player here. There's a lot of damage. I'm gonna have to bring him into the fight. So Neil's out now. Neil's out, and he's an automatic threat assessment. So I'm hoping to God that this Mechtoid can stay alive, and I now make a decision. I'm going to have to kill this thing. I'm going to have to kill it, and I'm relying on the one man that's never let me down, and it's the Lion. So, bam! Look at that. Just what you needed. That's what you expect from your best troops. When the shit is the fan, these are the guys that come in with the clean-up stuff. So yeah. But again, not my finest hour. Look at how bunched up my troops are. You know, I know there's a muton out there, and mutons have no compunction about throwing grenades, and that's 4 or 5 key units. Certainly 2 would die, and there'd be panic, and there'd be panic in the streets of London. Yeah, it'd be bad. It would be horrific, as bad as my singing.
What's making that noise?
So again, dumbest question of the year goes to the rookie of the what's making that noise. I'd say it's the giant fucking alien is making the noise. Boom. At last, we start seeing the rookies, you know, starting to get a little bit of stealing their loins here, doing some damage, and yeah, that still then melts away when you start seeing what's coming up behind them. But reinforcements, so we get my sniper, but way out of the game yet. So it's great to see them there, but just it's nothing at the moment. It generally is nothing. So what we got left here, Mechtoid. There we go, 6-7% chance to hit. And Brad misses, but again, remember he has the ability where his first shot isn't his only shot. So I'm fairly confident one of these shots will hit. 10 damage, huge hit there, huge hit. Rookie's in. Now I'm thinking, what do I send the rookie to attack? Bam, 2 damage. Let's get this thing out of the way. Just get this thing to kill TikTok. Let's just get it done. Let's get it dead. So again, I'm now looking at my sniper. How can I bring my sniper into this? Now here's, if you notice, that's a real cool thing. This sniper has got the mimetic skin. I think is it mimetic? I think, and it's basically the Predator. And the reason he's got this is normally the sniper I send on my espionage missions. And if he has that skin, basically he can wait. He's no risk to himself. He can just wait until your troops have taken their time and wiped out Exalt. So that is, you can tell he's my espionage soldier. He has increased pistol damage. He has the skin that helps him cloak. And that's what you have. That is exactly how you should run with that soldier. You have that one sniper who's your James Bond, and you just stick to him and send him on the missions, because that skin just basically is awesome. And then when he does pop out, he 9 times out of 10 does a critical shot and just takes someone down. So again, looking at what's it, 88% chance to hit. There's no way I'm not doing a double tap on the Mechtoid at 73% chance. So first one to hit, praying for the second hit, and that is why I didn't want Bridget to die, because she was one of my greatest rookies, and she came through the ranks. I think she only came in when someone was wounded. So yeah, it was good. So Mechtoid's down. I'm feeling a little bit more confident. This Muton's weak, really weak now. So I'm like, okay, this is good. So now we can finish his mutant off. Surely we can finish his mutant off. No, we can't. No, we can't. So we've got TikTok left, and again I'm sitting there thinking, what do I do with him? I can't put him anywhere because he's just going to get slapped about. So Overwatch. Whenever you're not sure, Overwatch. And now it's time to pray. And here we go. So one of my colonels takes in, and again that Muton moved, and then whilst the computer was doing its thing, he got snapshotted, dead. Conisbee's here, boom. I'm now thinking, this is over now. I've got one room to go. Yeah, my troops are a bit banged up. However, they are getting slapped silly now. This is good. This is great stuff. And then TikTok misses, which isn't great. And this isn't great either. And boom, straight away 9 damage. So you see how it goes from being awesome sources to shit. And now there's a great big explosion at the back of the base, meaning that I'm fairly certain this isn't the reinforcements.
It looks like this is the last of them, Commander. We're not picking up any
right, okay, so this is the last of them. But again, it's a commander. So commander's in the back here. Now, you don't normally get one of these things unless there's something else that's going to come with it. Oh, there we go. There's another Mechtoid. Just because we haven't had enough of those bastards. Oh, and a cyber disc. Why not? Why not do a cyber disc? Do you know anything else? You have anything else at me in this last room? Yeah, let's have a Muton. So, oh, and a Berserker. And we still got one on the field, which is just punched Sam straight in the jejunum. So now I'm thinking, right, okay, well, it's still not bad. We still got, my team are relatively organised. So here's Sam. Right, double tap. This guy's going to die. You don't hit the lion and get away with it. So 6 damage. 6 damage. This Berserker is going down. Yeah, you can beat your chest or your arm. That's not going to scare Sam. And he's got close combat specialist. So remember what I said? He's down basically just taken 3 shots in 1 move. It's a fantastic little advantage to have. Now, I don't run with shotguns. I said this in the last mission for my guys. And that's probably the only occasion where a shotgun would have been key. A shotgun would have literally torn that thing to pieces. But Bridget literally doesn't miss. So, bam. Berserker's dead. So now I'm thinking, right, I've got time. I know Yen's at the back of the other room. I can organise my troops here. That's what I've got to do. So, here we go. So I'm conscious. Look at reload. There we go. Ammo is low here. This is a hell of a fight. You know, this is literally everyone up against it. Everyone's backs to the walls here. This is very much Aliens. That scene in Aliens, we're in that room, you know, and Hudson loses his shit. This is a really bad move by me. I don't know why I did this. I think because the sniper's got squad sight. I think I'll utilise the squad sight ability, pop him high, and it'll be great. But I don't think I'll get a chance to utilise it. And for my reinforcement, it's a real poor use of my reinforcements. So here we go. You're a
0 new contacts near the mech bay, Commander.
Here we go. That's central telling us this mech base clear. And you'll notice now that I think this is where you see a Jurassic Park moment, and by that I mean clever girl. I know that Berserker's there. So, okay, I'll fire at it. I've missed. Fair enough. Because I've missed, you don't get intimidated. It doesn't run forward. I'm like, okay, have we got squad sight? I put the sniper rifle on. I've got nothing from them. So I'm like, shit, they're a waste. So rookies, let's get them up. Let's get them forward. If anything, they're going to need my eyes at the front, so I can have a look around. I know a lot of my team are banged up, so I've got to be really, really careful. So again, moving these guys up.
Moving out.
I tend to keep the rookies together, just because they don't do a lot. So you know, both of them firing at the same target maybe does 4 damage. So here we go. Brady moves up. but he can't see the berserker for some reason. I can't remember why he couldn't see him. And again, I'm now thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do about sniper. Conisbee's low on ammo, so we need to reload. So that's the great thing about having double tap and close combat. You get a lot of shots, but the bad side of that is the next turn you're pretty much reloading your gun until you get to build the foundry and research the mutons, and you get the deeper pockets or some ammo conservation. Sorry, which is I recommend getting, because it means you're not constantly reloading your guns, especially in missions like this. So now Neil's fully reloaded, and I've made a decision now that he can't just he can't sit at the back. He has to come forward now. One thing you notice about with the mechs is they can't be in cover. So unless they're totally out of sight, they're not in cover. So even if I put them behind a computer terminal, doesn't make any difference. He's still fully exposed because of his size. So you haven't got to really worry so much about that sort of stuff. So again, here I'm thinking, right, well, computer's made a mistake here. That was its moment to run in and start doing shit. But alas, no. So I'll run my rookie up. 1 damage. Okay, there's nothing there, so that's cool. I've taken no risk there to establish that the aliens aren't there. So now, computer, I've got you. You know, I'm in command of this situation. There's nothing over here. I'm going to get my sniper over here as quick as I can. There's a nice little watchtower. So I'm just going to run him as fast as I can to this location. I'm looking at 2-3 turns, and he's going to be in a sniper tower. Brilliant. I am made up here. This is easy time. Pop Neil on Overwatch. Sam's on Overwatch. Start moving these guys forward, sort of leapfrog. There goes Bridget. She's wounded, but yeah, she's alright. She's fine. She's got a decent amount of ammo in her gun, so I've reloaded just to be sure. Overwatch. What I didn't want to do here, I don't want to move these guys too far forward, because I'm conscious that whilst I haven't activated any aliens, I don't want to push my luck. So I leave those guys where they are, because in fairness, they can't deal with shit. They literally, a sectoid is about all they can handle. Maybe a muton if they combine their forces. So again, quite happy. Everyone's Overwatch. Yeah, there's something in that room. No problem.
You hear that?
I've got this now. Now that noise you can hear right there. That noise you can hear right there is the. There we go. There we go. Right, that is a lot of shit going on in that room. Something's been mind controlled, or something's been boosted. So it's time to just get rid of this. There you go. Boom. See? No problem. I have complete command of this corridor, and I get way too confident. Pop Neil on Overwatch, and Sam's on Overwatch, and it up goes. There we go. Let's bring them up there. We've got a wall in front of us. This is a great little bit of bring them up there.
That's affirmative.
Boom. Now if you look, you can just about see that something's been mind controlled there, right by the front door. Now, do you remember what I told you those sectoids do to mechtoids? Well, we're about to see it, I think, if I remember correctly.
Scanning.
So there we go, rookies are up, so I've got them roughly in line with my other troops, so I know they're not going to activate anything. That's great. So everything's happy. Don't want to open that door, just in case there's a nasty surprise in there, so I don't. And Bradley's like, oh, there's a space there for me in the middle. So I'll just tuck in there, nice and cosy. Look at us. Look at us. We are the dream team. Anything comes to that door, it's dying. All 3 of those guys on Overwatch, yeah? What a mistake. Had I not learned from the previous missions, which I should have done, that was a huge mistake, what I'd just done right there. So sniper's nearly in position. So at this moment I'm still feeling pretty good about myself. And the computer, and this is where the AI really shows its money. Right, I can see there's a commander there. And what this commander does, boom.
Incredible. That alien seems to have
Mind control.
taken control of that soldier somehow.
And sends, so not only is it bad enough that it's mind control one of my key soldiers, then here we go, sends in a drone. Everyone's Overwatch takes care of the drone, leaving the door open, and behind that massive hole in the wall in storms a mechtoid. Behind that is a berserker. I'm now a soldier down. This is deep shit time, people. This is the sort of time where you have to pull it all out of the bag here. So luckily, the rookies, bless them, they actually managed to take this guy's shields off, which is really cool. So this guy's shields are down. However, I now have a berserker and a mechtoid slap bang in front of all my troops, and I also have my key troop, Bridget. She is mind controlled. So this is terrible now, and you see that in the top left hand corner there's a yellow symbol telling me one of my I flank one of my guys is a bad guy. So now I'm like, right, this I've got to kill shit here. So up we step, and this is it. This is what I love about XCOM. It's just a drama. So careful you don't actually fire straight away. Would have shot Twitch dead there. So again, let's take care of this Mechtoid. Great. When you don't want Sam to miss, he misses. Not once, but twice. So yeah. But now I'm thinking, actually, sniper, just in time, critical headshot. This is why you save this. Everyone always goes to this one first. I'm flanking this guy, and I've got the headshot. So boom. See you later. That is 14 damage on a berserker. Not only does it take his health really low, it also means that he moves away from my troops. My sniper's got double tap. That is the end of the berserker. So straight away, he has just made a huge difference. Neil's still gonna have a shot. Boom. 9 damage. Still got the 2 guys in front of this Mechtoid.
Ammo nearing depletion.
So let's move these guys up.
Heading there now.
Now I should have realised here, and Bridget misses one of the rookies. Now I should have realised here that what abilities Bridget has, and that's a key thing to remember when you soldiers get mind controlled, is they retain their abilities, which I forget. Now again, there you go, awesome work here. Mechtoid's done. So it's not as bad. It's still not a great scenario to be in right now, because I've got Bridget as an alien under alien control, and she's literally stood next to Bradley, flanking him. So any shot she takes on Bradley is going to cause huge amounts of damage. 37% chance on the commander, trying to get some damage in. Nothing happens. So I decide I'll run forward. But what ability does Bridget have? If you've been paying attention, she has got close combat specialist. So when I run Bradley forward, he takes a nice shot in the arse. There we go. 5 damage. Now I'm not overly worried that he's got good armor on, so that was a risk I was quite happy to take. He's wearing Titan armor, so you know he's not really gonna suffer so much from that. Now, yeah, 50% chance to hit this commander. Bam, that's 5 damage. That's great. I now decide that actually what I'm gonna do is move this girl forward, Ursula, and I totally forget that that close combat specialist thing is gonna. Oh no, I don't move actually. No, I don't. See, no from memory. So it's the alien's turn now, and this is again that commander can run off, and you're still under mind control. And 1 damage, easy kill here. Literally executes Ursula. That is just look, and this is the problem I've got. Both of these guys panic, and it's a dead shot straight into the side of Bridget. Now I'm actually worried here because I don't want Bridget dead. She's a great soldier. So 4 damage, and the second rookie's fire luckily misses. So again, you can see how quickly this mission can change. Even when you think you've got the upper hand in XCOM, you get too cocky and you just get taken out. So again, now I'm thinking, right, I've got to kill this commander. So I know he's one there. I can see roughly where he is. So I'm just going to position Bradley. I'll take another risk at it. It's fine. That's cool, you crinkly ass bastard. So I position Bradley straight in front of the alien. 67% chance to hit. Takes him out of the game. Brings back Bridget back into the game. So Bridget's now alive. Sniper's now good. So I run my sniper up here, because I can now look into this other room. So sniper's going to go top. Chucks on his cloak and skin. These 2 guys down here are panicked still, so they're out of the game for the time being. And there we go. I now have Bridget back. But you see, because she's been panicked, she only gets 1 action point, so just pops on Overwatch. Neil is here, so I'm going to run him forward, and he also needs to reload. So time to reload that gun. And then we bring Sam up. I believe I bring him next to, yeah, there we go. And then just bring him up and get him running and reload his gun. Now, if I've been keeping tabs correctly, I believe all we've got left is a muton. So I'm thinking, right, okay, we've lost 2 rookies. Alright, it's not been great, and obviously we're still over Ursula's body that's on the floor there. I've got a rough idea now where the muton is. He's the back of the room, so I can now start bringing people forward. But again, I've learnt from these 2 rooms have taught me something. Is don't get too confident. So I'm just going to bring everybody up now. I'm going to bring everybody in line. I'm I'm going to take my time with this last guy. And this, if I remember correctly, I'll show you exactly why you should do that, because I tend to get so far, and then I do what everyone does in XCOM. You get too confident, you get too cocky, and then you pay the price. So again, these rookies now, they're in my bad books, and they're panickers. No one likes a panicker. It's all to do with the will of your soldiers. So I bring these guys up into the last room. Let's just keep an eye. Now I'm not too cocky with these guys, because I know they can't do a lot of damage. So I just bring Brad back over the wall here. So we've got a firing line. I know that there's no drones left. I know there's no mechtoids left. I know there's nothing that can mind control me. So I know that if that mutant steps out, it's dead. It is literally, it's had it. So happy. Bring sniper into the corner, hoping to see something and end the game quickly. I get nothing. It's always worth a shout doing that. If you've got elevation, you've got a sniper, use it. That sniper, especially with squad sight and double tap, he's a slayer. We'll just take numbers. So again, I've now kept Bridget at the back because I'm worried. I'm just low on health, key soldiers. So that mutant's it's there. There's a central structure here, so it could be in a structure, but I know it's generally at the back of the map. So we start moving forward. And again, you'll notice that I'm being ultra cautious now, because I don't want to lose any of my troops. I've lost some rookies, which I'm not happy about, but thankfully I haven't lost any of my core team, and I could very easily have lost my core team. So up goes Gorton. I'm thinking he'll get something. Nothing on scanner, nothing anywhere. So Overwatch we go. Sam moves up. So we've got good angles here, but I'm seeing nothing at the moment. And again, this is the computer being really clever. It knows that it is outnumbered. It knows that it's end game time now for the computer, but it's going to make sure it punishes me for this. It's not going to go down quietly. It's going to quite happily wait me out and force a mistake. And in fairness, hat off to it, I make a mistake and I pay for it. So again, I'm looking at my sniper thinking what I'll do with him. He's literally no use there now. That sniper is, everyone's out ahead of where the sniper can see. That sniper, even if they saw something, couldn't hit nothing. So he's no good there. So I put my Overwatch in case someone comes in the corner, but I know next turn I've got to move him. So again, still getting sirens here saying this alien's at the back somewhere. So where is this guy? So
Did you hear something?
Commander, I've got the auxiliary power banks spooling up now.
Spooling.
Once they reach a full charge, the doors will open, and I'll send another group of reinforcements through.
here we go. So I'm going to get some reinforcements again, but pretty much the job is done. Just need to move everybody up. So you'll notice here that I'm kind of like, I know he's around here, but I don't know where he is. So again, you'll notice I'm getting less and less cautious, more and more cocky. And I'm like, okay, it's time to move this guy. Let's get him. What else is there? Oh, there's a big room here. Let's get him up there somewhere. So let's run him as far as we can forward. I'll get him on the top, and that'd be great. So he moves quite a distance to the sniper. I think he's got enhanced legs. He can jump, kind of like a Spider-Man-y thing. And we start moving up. So yep, end of that turn. No idea where the this last muton is. Now bearing in mind it's a muton, okay, so I know that they arm with grenades that do a lot of damage. I think it's like 5 or 6 damage, and they also have a plasma rifle which can do up to 6-7 damage depending where it hits you. Again, if it flanks me, I'm in trouble. So again, I'm getting sound. I know this muton is behind this structure, but where? And I hear the thud, he's just moving around somewhere. Doors opened, some reinforcements come in. It's a bit late in the day. Is this Cheng? I think, something like that, I think. But yeah, so here we go. We move up and seeing who we've got. Zhang, yeah, Chilong. So Judge is running straight in because I need to get him into the fight. He's a way away. There we go, boot up the door. Like we haven't done enough damage. My team are kind of like the Ghostbusters here. We've saved the day, but there's not much of the base left. And we've done the aliens job for them. We've literally just wiped out most of our base, but you know, it's cool. It's cool. So right, still doing that last enemy. Can't find them. Sniper on the roof. I'm thinking, right, surely this is going to find me the muton. Okay, and again, it just shows you just how clever the AI is. And I'm thinking, right, it's got to be close to this wall then, because for my sniper not to be able to see it, it has to be close to the wall. And boom, there he is, it's tucked right underneath. And this is where I get stupid, really. I don't know how she managed to miss, and I'm now sitting here thinking, Christ I've just cost myself the troop I tried to definitely save. That's alright. What I'd do is I'd just run Neil round and punch him in the head. And I don't realise that Bridget only got there because she was safe. Mute on, says tar very much. Bam, straight in the appendix, 7 damage. There are so many expletives used at this point. My mech is down. Neil has got 3 turns to live, but the problem I've got now is critically wounded, which means his stats will forever be reduced willpower wise. So this guy gets taken out pretty quick. Sam's like, boom, mission done, and that's it, mission finished. And there you go. That's the base defense mission from XCOM. It's a long mission. Thanks for staying with us. Nearly an hour long, I think. But it's constant and it doesn't let you think. Don't underestimate the enemies. You don't get a lot of time to think about what you're doing. It's a real roller coaster of a mission. I enjoyed that mission hugely when I started playing it. I wasn't sure what was going to come of it. I knew that it was in Enemy Within, but I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. Oh, there you go, another achievement, 20G. They shall not pass. But yeah, that's how it plays out. That was on standard difficulty. On normal difficulty, I'd imagine that would be quite horrific. Again, let me know. I'll probably do some more videos for you guys. Any other questions you got for me, just let me know, and I'll quite happily make them up for you. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you pretty soon. Bye bye.